What's up, everybody? And today is something a little bit special. Now, I haven't exactly gone over custom parts or pieces on this channel before, but I've kind of, dug into the whole little custom parts and pieces made by creators. And today is going to be very special because we're actually going to be upgrading two of my SH Figuarts figures. I dropped the black suit video today, so that should be coming out very shortly, if this video isn't out yet either. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to actually be talking about this creator right here, Aldi Art Studio, and I just want to talk about the guy here real quick. He's the one who made and provided these heads. He does an amazing job, and I just want to say too as well, he's very communicative. It was very nice talking with him and everything, and to get these heads and everything. He ships out pretty fast for being a two-person customizer and figure painter. His product is super high quality, but he is only doing 2 more batches of these. So when I drop this video, just be sure, if you do want to pick them up, that there will be 2 more batches left, and all the money is going towards his education. So I urge you, if you do want to pick up these heads, that you get them as fast as possible when the last 2 batches do release. And it should be, I believe, 1 batch in August and 1 batch in December. At least that's what I believe. So just go ahead and give him a follow and stay tuned for the updates that he does give out. If you want to slide him a message, he will proudly let you know. But yeah, he is very reasonable. His pricing is perfect, and his products are super high quality. And the presentation that they came in was really great. So let's get into what I got. When you get your heads, they will come in this nice, very nice, tiny little box. So we're going to go over the presentation first. I think that's what I'm going to do for these kind of custom parts and pieces, because as a creator, your presentation is everything. You want to make sure your customers have the best experience possible, and I think Aldi Art Studio right here does it perfectly. I mean, you get this nice little box, little gift box. It almost... it feels like you receive like a nice little gift, and I'm here for it. It's quite a nice, little kind of like jewelry box that you get your heads in, and it keeps them very nice and protected and secure. And it's just overall a very nice and sweet presentation. It is a nice, I don't know, it's just nice to have things like this where you have creators and customizers who do things like this just to show you how much they care about their product. And I want to show off how good this product actually is. So there's nothing too much to go over with the box here. It is just a little box to hold the heads in place, but it is a very nice touch, and it just gives off a very nice presentation to your customers. And of course, lifting the lid off here, you can see that I got 3 different heads. One of them is unpainted because I am actually going to paint that one myself. But I did get a head for both my regular, my black suit, and my Marvel Legends. And of course, when you open the box here and taking the heads out, you will get this little kind of little picture of his logo with the signature at the bottom there. Thanks for your preference. It's just, again, it's just a really nice touch, and it's just a really nice, presentation. Just shows you that what you get what you buy, and it's just really nice. I can't get over how nice of a presentation that this headset really is. I cannot wait to get into these head sculpts, because out of all the people that I saw making custom heads, his was by far the best. And with the heads laid out here on my table, they are perfect. So first, I'm going to go over the Legends head, because it is unpainted, but it just does also show the amount of actual sculpt work that was put into these printed designs and casted designs, and they just look really good. He matched the texture to each, of course, figuarts figure and Legends figure quite perfectly. He already has the the actual ball joint section already drilled out, although I'm probably going to stiffen up the joint section for my Legends one just a little bit, because it's a little loose on mine, but that's just because my Legends figure is a little bit silly with that, so I'm going to have to do that. But again, like, this texturing is just perfect and on point with how the texturing is on the Legends figure. It almost looks as if I'm holding a prototype head from the actual Legends figure itself. But as you can see, the texture is very, very, very fine. I almost want to be very careful when I do paint it so I don't lose some of that texture. But it looks really, really, really good. Like, I'm just in shock of how good these heads are. And I know I picked the right guy to get custom heads from, because these look amazing, and I just can't get over enough. But of course, I'm zooming the camera back out here just to kind of show you it's a really good head. And it's shaped very perfectly to what the black suit head is supposed to be, because yes, this is for my black suit. So yeah, just putting it on there, it looks really perfect. And as you can see, mine is going to be a little bit loose, but I'm going to tighten it up. But I actually do really appreciate the fact that he put the joints, like, sections in the actual heads themselves, because there have been a lot of people that I have, well, actually there was one guy, but there's been a couple people that I've bought custom heads off of, and they just don't do that, and I have to, like, make my own, and it just becomes a hassle. But anyway, here's the original head that I had on my Legends figure that I painted up, but the dye kind of faded away, so he looks a little bit colored differently. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, the texture is pretty much on point. And as you can see, it's a lot better shaped than the official head here. The official head just looks really, really round for some reason. And just not as good as this Aldi one. This Aldi one is really, really nice. And again, so I heard you, if you want heads, just make sure to give him a follow and stay updated on his last 2 batches, because he is going to be quitting for a while. I know I think he said he was going to do private commissions, but I know as far as the heads go, he's going to do only 2 more batches left. And now to take a look at the classic suit head for the SH Figuarts. So here's his classic suit, just, classic red and blue head for the SH Figuarts one. And this thing looks amazing. Like, it's just crazy that Bandai and SH Figuarts just couldn't make a head like this. But, of course, you gotta go to the customizers, because they do a really, really great job. And Aldi's no different. Like, this head is absolutely perfect. It looks exactly like it did in Spider-Man 3, because that is the specific version that I got, was the Spider-Man 3 styled head. But yeah, I mean, it is perfect. The texturing all around is exactly 1-to-1 with the texture on the actual Figuarts figure itself. The web lines are painted super, super clean. His paintwork is immaculate. I can't get over enough. I know I'm glazing a lot, but I have a full right to. I mean, this is some perfect work and craftsmanship, and I salute him for it. These web lines are very, very, very nice. And as you can see, the hole for the ball joint there is sculpted into the actual head itself, which is perfect. It's a very, very, very sturdy material, so it's not gonna, like, bow or melt or break or anything. It is perfect. And I really do love the fact that the paint has almost seems like a finish on it, so that way it doesn't, scratch off or rub off. It's very, very, very clean. It almost looks as if this is actually an official piece from the actual figure itself, which I do wish it was, but that's why Aldi has seen that and made some very, very nice heads. And these are really, really good. I just can't get over enough. And especially those lenses. Like, man, the detail on those lenses. Just the shine that comes off of them with the, I believe he used a epoxy resin to put on top of the lenses to make it, shiny and actually look like lenses instead of just paint, which I really do like. That's the touch that wanted me to get these heads so bad, was these lenses, because these lenses are just perfect. And I'm not sure if he actually has them painted around the edges of the inside of the lenses or not. I have to zoom in here just to see. Yeah, it actually looks like they are like shaded. So I mean, yeah, these are really, really good. So it has like some slight shading to it to give it that realistic look. And And of course, the rims of the lenses are in that kind of gunmetal color, just like how Spider-Man 3's mask was. But yeah, I mean, this is a really perfect mask. I cannot get over it. I cannot wait to see what it looks like on the figure itself. Man, this is just really, really good. And plus, these heads were only like, I believe, like 20-something bucks a piece, which is very reasonable. And of course, the final head that I did get was for the black suit. And much like the red and blue suit, it is a simple swap of colors, but there are some actual differences with this head compared to the red and blue one. Not just the colors. He actually paid attention and made the lenses on the black suit actually a little bit bigger than the red and blue suit's lenses, which is actually accurate to the black suit itself. I just love that attention to detail. You know, he could have just did a simple, I'll just use the red and blue suit head and I'll just, repaint it to be the black suit. But he didn't do that. He actually took the time and made the lenses a little bit bigger and a little bit meaner and more accurate to the black suit. And it's just perfect. I mean, I love these heads so much. The blacks, like, the coloring of the black is perfect. The web lines, again, are painted beautifully. There's no errors at all. The paint's really nice. I can't get over how well painted that these heads really are. And, of course, his head is painted up a little slightly different than the body of my Black Suit Spidey. As you may have seen the Black Suit Spidey video, whether that video drops before this one or not. But I will have to change my Black Suit body's paintwork to match this head, so that way it all looks seamless and perfect. But this head just looks so great. I can't get over this one either. I just really love it. And, of course, he does the same lens technique with all his heads, which I really do enjoy. And, of course, you have the joint there at the bottom sculpted into the head itself. And getting a close look on those lenses, you can tell they are a little bit bigger and a little bit differently shaped to more fit the on-screen appearance of this suit. And it looks amazing, just as good as the red and blue suit. Just to bring in the red and blue suit head here, it just shows you that, of course, the lenses are bigger, as you can see it right here, just to prove it to you that, yes, he did take the time to make that adjustment, so that way it looked a lot more movie accurate. And I'm so happy that he did, because these look perfect, and they're going to look perfect on my shelf. I couldn't be happier, because figuarts really bummed me out with their head sculpt, but these are going to fix that right away, and I cannot wait to put them on the figure. So I am just going to kind of compare his heads to the official ones, just kind of really quick here, just to kind of show you how much better his heads are compared to the actual official ones. So here's Aldi's on the left and the official on the right. And you can already tell right off the bat, the official one sucks. You know, ignore the fact that I had my lenses painted, that I painted myself. Kind of a little sloppy, but ignore that fact. Look how oddly and weird shaped that this head is compared to the perfection of Aldi's. And just to kind of show you the joint there on the bottom of the head, be careful when you're taking your joints out. Mine got stuck, and I had to completely ruin the original head with mine, which I'm not bummed out with at all, because I'm never going to put this original head back on, since I have these amazing, perfect Aldi Art Studio heads. Yeah, these original heads aren't necessarily going to go in the garbage, but they're going to go in a box somewhere, because these things are just bad. I mean, look at the bean shape of the original, and just the perfection of the Aldi one. And, of course, here's the black suit head, too, as well. As you can see, my black suit head really does suck. It is just the original one, just repainted. Pretty much the similar type of stuff going on here. The original one being really weirdly shaped, almost like a bean, and obviously Aldi's is so much better. And, of course, we do have both the bodies here, and we're going to actually attach the heads and see how they look on these bodies here. And just to kind of show you just how perfect these heads look on these bodies, we're going to first take a look at the red suit head. Now, Aldi's made it super, super simple. You just take the head and pop it on, because he already has the joints molded in. So there's the red suit head on. Now we're going to do the black suit. Same thing, just take it and pop it on, and it snaps on very, very easily and very smoothly too, and it does stay on. And there is friction on it too as well, if you were wondering if there's any looseness to it. He has tightened it up very, very well, and well, I'll make sure not to drop my figures, but that black suit just does not like to stand for some reason. Both these figures don't really like standing at all, but as you can see, both figures are, just that small upgrade just really makes the difference with these guys, and it just looks so much better and just so great. I'm so happy I purchased these heads. I'm at a loss for words. These things just look super, super, super perfect. So I just want to take a look at the red suit first. And man, oh man, does this just look so, so good. The color matching is pretty much on point. You can't even tell. And I'm pretty sure he matched the colors as best as possible. There might be a slight difference. Very, very slim though, because it looks almost the same to me. And I'm pretty sure it might actually be the same. Or my eyes are just, tricking me, maybe because of the lighting or whatnot. But, I mean, the color is just perfect. And again, just be careful taking the joints out, because I did ruin the original head. And I had to really dig that thing out of there because it was stuck in that head. But with Aldi's, it will not get stuck. He's made it a perfect fit, but still left room for the joint too as well. But I mean, yeah, this thing just looks so good. And it's amazing what a small upgrade can really do to a figure like this. Just making it so much better. And of course, for the articulation, there is complete range of articulation, so no articulation or range has been hindered at all. If anything, I feel like it's almost a bit more articulated. So of course you see it head side to side right there, and it does spin all the way around too as well. So articulation is very, very good for these heads too as well. Can look up pretty decently far. So I mean, yeah, this thing is just amazing, and it makes me love these figuarts figures, because I liked it as a supposable Spidey, but I don't know, it was just something about the mask that was just off, and I'm just so glad that that's something that was able to actually, be fixed and whatnot. And of course, take a look at the black suit too as well. Now, I'm not really going to talk about color matching because, my black suit body is kind of painted up a little bit specifically, so I'm going to try and match it to Aldi's head here, so that way I get a more perfect match. So I may have to repaint this guy, but I mean, just looking at it, it just looks so, so perfect. I feel like the blacks on mine and on his match up at least decently well for, actually, I'm done lying to myself. My body is not matched up at all, so I'm going to have to rework the body of mine, but the head just looks so good on it. And it just looks so perfect. Of course, the web lines that he used is more of actually a gunmetal paint, while I just used a very fine tip chrome paint pen. So I'm going to have to see if there's some type of paint pen that's a gunmetal gray or a gunmetal like silver, so I can try and redo the web lines and stuff onto my figure, just to make it a little bit more better and more accurate. But yeah, I mean, this head just looks so, so good, and it just enhances the figure by so much. It just looks way more movie accurate, way better proportions. Now I don't have like a weird bean head on this figure anymore. It actually looks like it's supposed to look like from Spider-Man 3. And just, of course, the range for this one too as well is going to be pretty much the same, so it could look down that far, up pretty significantly. I think the joint on the inside of mine is actually switched around a little bit, so he won't look up as far right now. But of course, side to side right there. Range of motion is not hindered at all. And you can, spin around, but of course the paint on top of my stuff makes the plastic a bit stiff, so it's going to be a bit stiff for mine. But I can just loosen that up. But I mean, yeah, that just looks so perfect. I'm so happy to have got this set. But I mean, yeah, it's just really, really, really nice. And I cannot wait to paint up the Marvel Legends head too as well, to get that looking all nice and perfect. But let's go into final thoughts. So going over the final thoughts, of course, starting out with the presentation. Presentation is perfect, super nice that you get it in this little box here. It just, I've said enough about it. It's perfect. And of course, the heads themselves on their own, packaged up beautifully, painted nicely. Love the lenses. And just the sculpt work is amazing. The paint work's amazing, of course. I know I've said that twice, but it just really is generally perfect. And these are great. And of course, having them on the bodies themselves, they just look even more perfect. Like, these just enhance the figure so much. And of course, the pricing too as well. The pricing is perfect. I think and of course, the communication, pricing, and the first impressions are just amazing out the window. And I just want to say thank you to Aldi Art Studio for these heads. I really appreciate it. I did buy them with my own money. These weren't just given. I did buy them on my own. But I still want to say thank you for providing these heads. They are just perfect and immaculate. And out of all the people I've looked for custom heads for these guys, this guy did the best job out of anybody. And of course, I do urge you to, again, check him out. I'll post his Instagram right here. If you would like to purchase them, he only has 2 batches left that he's going to be doing. And all the money does go towards his education, because he does want to take a break from the customizing game to focus on his life. So it would support him if you did go ahead and check him out and just slide him a DM, and he'll respond to you as fast as possible. And of course, getting back to the heads too as well, they just look so good on these figures. It enhances the figure so much, especially with the red and blue suit. Color matching is just perfect. It just really brings this Tobey Spidey figure the life that it needed desperately to have. And I just really am enjoying these custom heads, and now I can feel great posing these guys on my shelf. And as for the black suit head, again, it's another perfect head sculpt, and it just makes it look so much better. Although I am going to have to tweak my black Spidey a little bit, but that is pretty much all I can say. Make sure you guys go and follow him and slide him a DM. He does have 2 batches left that he's going to be doing, but that's it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe.